going to be making the princess head, which is part of the princess origami kit with the head and the dress. But first we'll do the head, so this is part one. First we take our princess paper, which looks like this, and with the word top facing up, we're going to fold it in half, crease it. You can use a ruler if you like, and crease it in half also from left to right. Open it back up, and we're going to turn it to the other side and fold along the diagonals along those dotted lines. So match the corners and crease it along the diagonal. Open it back up and do the same for the other corner. Match it up and fold it along the diagonal. Open it back up, and looking for your A, B, C, D points, bring your A and C down to point D, and then the point B will follow. Next, we're going to fold along these two dotted lines inwards. So following the dotted lines carefully, we're going to fold and crease along that line, and also here. Fold inwards. Next, we're going to fold twice along this edge inwards along the dotted lines. So we're going to fold this edge in a little bit. It doesn't matter if the top isn't very perfect. As you'll see, we'll fold that in, and we'll fold it one more time outwards. Like this, and we'll do the same on this side. So fold it outwards along the dotted line once and twice. And then next we will fold the entire flap inwards like this, and this side as well. Fold the entire flap inwards. At this point, it is very handy to take a little piece of tape and just tape that part down so it doesn't pop up. You don't have to, but it's just easier. Then we can turn the whole thing over to the front. This part is, next part is a little bit tricky. First we open up the flap, and then we fold under this part along the dotted lines, and then we keep folding all along the dotted lines till this back part. We fold, so we open it up and we fold along both sides all the way to the edge. And you notice we cannot close it at this point. We cannot close our fold. So how do we close our fold is we're going to do two tuck folds. There's some dotted lines here that run this way and down this way. So for the first one near the face, we're going to fold it inwards. So first we fold it inwards along the first dotted line near the face. And then along the second dotted line, we're going to fold back downwards and tuck fold that all inside. And then you can flatten this side down. We're going to do the same thing on this side. So we're going to fold along that top line and then back up along the second line and flatten so that we have her face and her hair well defined. Next, we're going to create her hairstyle by folding along these two lines here on this side, and also along here on the left side. So fold along that line. Okay, and then next we're going to fold along this diagonal line at the top to create her bangs. So we fold that down, and then you could fold the tip at the back here backwards so her head is more rounded. we're almost done. Next, we're going to open up this flap a little bit and flip the entire piece, the corner backwards, and flatten so that it looks like this. And same with this side. We're going to open it up a little bit and flip the entire corner backwards and fold this part outwards to create a little flare for her hair. So that is finished for option A. Another tip is you could make her face more pretty by rounding out the corners of her face by just folding them in a bit more so that she has a more rounded face or pointed face, so that makes her look more pretty. And then we have option B for hairstyle. So for an option B hairstyle, we can send this entire hair piece backwards, sort of like she has it in an updo, by holding this flap and pivoting upwards along here so that that part sticks out, and then just folding it backwards so she has sort of an updo. And then we can do the same on the other side. So this is part B. A different hairstyle is to pivot it outwards and fold this part back so that she has a sort of poofy hairstyle. That's part 1 finished.